and welcome to my channel, Organic Egg Tarot. Today's fork in the road reading will be for the sign of Cancer. We'll find out the journey that you're on, take a look at 2 options, and how each option might turn out. Looking forward to taking a peek at the inner you inside the reflection of the cards and cracking the mysteries of your deepest desires. So Cancer, how's it going this week? It is wonderful to have a weekend, I suppose depending on what it is that you do, or maybe you don't do much these days. We've all sort of been forced to make quite the change. I find it hilarious to take a look at the cautionary signs outside of grocery stores. They've sort of built these makeshift entrances and exits with, you know, what are they, like amusement park type lines, you know, to get in and out of, and they're blocked off by police caution tape, you know. Just makes me feel like, oh yes, well, caution, it's the death of our world as we know it, I suppose, as with any world changing event, the death of the world as we know it. Be interesting to see how things pan out, for sure. I really am rooting for the small businesses. It seems that not all of them qualify for the financial relief that's been offered, and so there are some wonderful companies out there doing something about that. Check out project936.com if you are interested to know a little bit more. Let's take a look. So, show us for Cancer. Alright, now we are talking. Show us for Cancer what we have for April, for the fork in the road guidance. Show us the cards we need to see, please, for Cancer for April, their fork in the road guidance. Show us this cards. These cards, either they're sticky or they are all flying out at once. I mean, I suppose that's also still sticky. Alright, let's see how many we have here. 1. Perfect. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Wow. Alright, now I know there's a bit of a glare today, and I think it's the way that I have my camera set up, so don't worry, I am taking notes about that, and I will make adjustments. For now, I will show you what it is that we have on your fork in the road read. So first we have, this is your position, the journey you're on. So Cancer, you have 6 of Cups, and this is, you know, sort of a new way of thinking of things, you know. You're perhaps healing from something. You are no longer taking a look at the negative side of things. You have happy memories. You are being nostalgic. You are, you know, sort of basking in a sense of familiarity. So very lovely. This is the journey you are on. Option 1 for your fork in the road is the Hierophant. Very nice. So he's the man, so they say. Yeah, so he's about tradition and conformity and, you know, sort of maintaining check about his morality and maintaining balance in his ethics and making sure that the decisions are for the greater good, are in line with the core values of himself. So very nice, you know, a very grounded sort of feeling for your first option. Very middle of the road. Option 2 offers you sort of the 9 of Cups, so a very, you know, very much satisfied, very emotionally stable, sort of alluding to luxury of some sort, you know. This is a wish fulfillment card, you know. Option 1, option 2, both very good. So I'm interested to know what type of journey you're on. Very, very interesting. So let's keep going. How things might turn out if you decide to take the traditional route. So this shows the Six of Swords, which is sort of a transition of things, you know, sort of moving on, leaving behind whatever, I suppose, whatever troubles you, because you're leaving behind your rocky waters, moving on to calmer waters. So maintaining the traditional path to this will offer you, you know, the ability to move forward from whatever's happening, whatever's got you thinking about the past, perhaps. You know, you can choose to do what you've always done. Of course, I can't really confirm that you've always done things traditionally. This might be, you know, just sort of the energy of the choice itself as well. So, you know, not good on me to say you. Anyway, so clarifying the Nine of Cups, option 2 is the Sun. Lovely. We love the Sun. It's very happy, joy and positivity and success, and, you know, it's a celebration. It's like happy or happier. These are your choices, Cancer. Not a bad position to be in. I wonder if I move these cards over, if the glare works out a little bit. Not really. I am sorry. Alright, anyway, let's keep moving. Let's clarify for you the Six of Cups. Clarify your nostalgia, your happy memories. Clarify for Cancer, for April, the fork in the road. I want to clarify the journey they're on. Clarify their happy memory journey. Clarify their familiarity. Alright. The Fool. This is everyone's journey. You learned your lesson, it is a new beginning, you're just starting out, you have, you know, the opportunity to, you know, sort of rebuild an entire new empire, whatever that may be, you know, business or home or relationship, or, you know, just a dream, a desire that you'd like to build for yourself, something for yourself. So, right, this is looking towards the future, sort of, you know, you're sort of looking back at all of the things that you've done in your life and, you know, trying to pull from the experiences of those and the things that made you feel good and the things that didn't make you feel so good, and now you're ready to, you know, embark on a new journey and build a whole new empire, you know, for lack of a better term. And again, so let's clarify the Hierophant if you're to make decision 1 or decision 2. Now, oftentimes I find that, you know, initially before the clarifications come out, that one side does look far more appealing than the other, and, you know, I suppose it's how deeply in your ego or your spiritual side that you might be would, but anyway, sort of balances out with the clarification of the cards, because it sort of gives us a little deeper look into the reason that this card is here to begin with, and it might not necessarily be what, you know, we're initially interpreting it as. So let's clarify your option 1. Clarify the Hierophant for Cancer, please. Clarify option 1, Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant for Cancer. Alright, we'll take the Chariot. Well, there's 2 cards here, so let's take them both. We're going to clarify with both the Chariot and the Devil in reverse. And I like this. It was just as I was saying. So the Chariot in reverse is sort of kind of an out of control card. You see what I mean? So you sort of have underlying feelings about doing things traditionally. You know, there's no direction and sort of a bit of aggression in this card. This sort of reminds me of the little girl that, you know, went about her whole life the rules. And when she made a mistake and stepped out of line, would be punished, for having made the mistake just as much as she saw others stepping out of line on purpose. So feeling like her intentions, towards um, obediency, for lack of a better term, she just decides, that she's had enough, and she's going about breaking the rules now. What is the sense in doing it this way? I'm going about doing it my way. I'll get punished just the same. I make just as many mistakes as they do, but the thing is, they're having fun. And that's how you might be viewing this. It might be underlying that, tradition is always making you pay in ways that, you don't feel like you deserve to be, punished. It feels as if it's a punishment of sorts. Also clarifying the Hierophant is the devil in reverse. So this is, sort of a longing for release, a freedom. You would like to restore control. And so you also feel like that control is only available through the way that you've always done things. So sort of a split in opinion for taking the traditional route. So very interesting. Boy, I want to keep going with this one. Let's clarify the Six of Swords as the possible outcome for taking this conflicted choice. Clarify the Six of Cups. Excuse me. Clarify, please, the Six of Swords for Cancer for April. Clarify the possible outcome for the Hierophant choice, the traditional choice. Clarify, please, for Cancer, the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords, please, for Cancer for April. All or nothing. All right, we are having a bit of trouble tapping in. Let's get one card, please, to clarify the Six of Swords. Clarify the Six of Swords. Oh, there we are. The Lovers reversed. Right. This is sort of a loss of balance, one side in this, the Lovers this way is, sort of embracing a duality, but this way there's a disharmony. This is not the way you'd like to do things. It's as if, I don't know, it seems like you're a little bound by perhaps some dogma. This is just sort of off the top of my head. The Lovers in reverse is a very disappointing card. I mean, you certainly don't want to make choices that move you towards an imbalance of some sort. And, it's as if you're not happy. Maybe you're a bit addicted to unhappiness. Like you've been waiting for your happiness to come along for so long that you've just learned how to live inside of unhappiness. And it might be a bit of self-sabotage at points in your life when you feel as if certain things are out of your control, but also, we have free will, and so the things that stir up sort of the same type of circumstances that we feel bound and destined to keep happening, sometimes it's because that's really the only way we know how to function, we know how to survive in this world. If we're certainly not having our wishes fulfilled completely. And this again is the Nine of Cups, not the Ten of Cups, so still something missing here. If we're not able to live that life, you know, or don't know how to support that life that we prefer to live, sort of go in this round and round cycle. And again, this is a general read, it's not for everyone. Please don't, you know, murder me in the comments. Or am I allowed to say that word? I don't know. Anyway, right. So, like I said, it is always good to clarify, because sometimes you scratch just beneath the surface and there's an entirely different story. Oh, we have 2 cards. Oh, we have 3 cards. Let's try again. Let's clarify option 2, please, for Cancer. Clarify the 9 of Cups, please, for Cancer. No. Clarify, please, the 9 of Cups. Clarify the 9 of Cups, please, for Cancer. For April. Too many cards again. Clarify, please, for Cancer, option 2. Option 2, the 9 of Cups. For April. Please clarify the 9 of Cups as option 2 for April. What cards do we want to see? Not all of them. What cards do we want to see for the 9 of Cups for April? Alright. We have the Star card and the 7 of Pentacles. So, clarifying option 2, the 9 of Cups is the Star card in reverse. So this is sort of an insecurity. You know, you're feeling very discouraged. You have no faith. And is it, you know, that you will never have completion? You have no faith that you will have completion. Because you have many, many blessings, obviously. And you're very loved, obviously, and admired and respected. But you've quite the lack of faith that, you know, going toward your happiness will somehow, like, you'll fail. And again, it's, you know, we can fail at something we love or something we hate, so why not try something you love? And, you know, if you go towards option 2, clarifying the Sun card, which does seem to be quite the happiness, you know, hope, faith, rejuvenation, like, you're going to feel wonderful taking this wonderful chance, even though you can't see the completion of it. But it's, you know, it makes you happy. You know it makes you happy. And it does perhaps go against tradition and, you know, maybe the things that you thought you wanted, or that maybe family or someone has placed upon you, but your happiness seems to be only hindered by your lack of faith. And, you know, clarifying the Sun, we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is someone who, you know, works very hard and enjoys the fruits of their labor. You know, they're very diligent about their happiness, and you know, we are here to connect with others and experience human emotions. But it is far more beneficial for the globe as a whole if you maintain happiness rather than a feeling of, you know, happiness in your independence rather than a feeling of responsibility to others. So, you know, your responsibility really, really is worth it most when you're happy. And, you know, I don't know, you don't want to be around unhappy people, and people don't want to be around you when you're unhappy. So please go towards your happiness, Cancer. You deserve it. You deserve it. So, with that being said, that is all I have for you. I hope you are taking care, getting lots of nutrition and exercise and, wonderful happy thoughts. If you like this video or if it resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. Send me a comment and let me know what type of spread you prefer your tarot reader to lay out. So, again, thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you are. All right, then take care.